Hello friends, today we are going to learn about the second linear data structure Q. Q arises quite naturally in the computer for solution of many problems. Perhaps the most common occurrence of a queue in computer application is for the scheduling of jobs. The name queue likely comes from the everyday use of the term. A real example for a queue is people standing in a queue for building on a stop. The first person in the queue will be the first person to get the service. Similarly, the first element inserted in the queue will be the first one that will be retrieved, and hence a queue is also called the first in first out list. Queue is a linear list which has two ends, one for insertion of element and other for deletion of elements. The first end is called rear and the latter is called front. Elements are inserted from rear end and deleted from front end. Queues are called first in first out list, since the first element in a queue will be the first element out of the queue. In other words, the order in which the elements enter in a queue is the order in which they live. It is a homogeneous collection of elements in which new elements are added at one end called rear, and the existing elements are deleted from other end called front. Thus, two basic operations that are possible in a queue are NQ and DQ. Insert or add an element to the queue is called NQ. Delete an element from a queue is called DQ. A queue is a linear list of elements in which deletion can take place only at one end called the front, and insertion can take place only at the other end called the rear. Push operation will insert an element to queue at the rear end by incrementing the array index. Pop operation will delete from the front end by decrementing the array index and will assign the deleted value to a variable. This is the example of queue. Here we can see that A is the first element to be inserted in queue, then our front and rear both pointer are pointed to the A. If we add B to the queue, then rear will increment. If we add another element, then rear again increment. If we add another element D, then rear is incremented. If we want to delete an element from queue, then we can delete the element which indicated by the front. Now we discuss about operations on a queue. Only two basic operations can be performed on queue data structure: insertion and deletion. Right? There are three conditions for performing this type of operations. First one is the overflow conditions. If rear is equal to max, then queue is overflow. Second one is the underflow condition. If front is equal to 0, then queue is underflow. And third one is if front equal to rear, then queue containing only one element. So there are three conditions to learn about insertion and deletion operation in queue. If we want to insert an element in queue, then first of all we need to check there are a space in queue or not. So we need to check overflow conditions first. So first step of our insertion algorithm is if R is greater than equal to N, that means rear is greater than equal to N, then queue is overflow, insertion is not possible. The second step is if queue is not overflow, then we can add an element in queue. So rear is equal to rear plus 1. And new element which we want to add on queue, that is y, then q of r is equal to y. Now the fourth step is for front pointer setting. During the insertion of the first element in the queue, we always increment the front by 1. It means front is equal to front plus 1. Afterwards, the front will not change during the entire addition operations. So during the first element insertion, we need to set front pointer properly. For this, we can write if front is equal to 0, then set front is equal to 1. So that is how the insertion operation in queue was take place. Now we forward about deletions. For deleting an element from the queue, we need to check underflow conditions. If front is equal to 0, then queue is underflow, deletion is not possible, and we can decrement the front pointer by deleting the element which we are already added to the queue. Whenever an element is removed from the queue, the value of front is incremented by 1, and if there are only one element in the queue and we delete that element, then we need to set, if front is equal to rear, then we need to set front is equal to rear is equal to 0, otherwise front pointer is incremented. So this is how the process of deletion in queue was take place. Okay, so this is the overall explanations of queue. If anybody have any questions, then they can write on the comment. Okay, thank you all of you.